Alright, I thought I'd video a little bit of this because it is confusing me, just because, I don't know, winging it like usual. This is the part number, even though it says 78 to 88 G-body disc brake kit. This is from Jegs. I've got an 89 Camaro, which is an F-body, and it seems to fit just right. Obviously, I had to take the axle shafts out. I'll post a video before this one. I'll just clip it in. It wasn't that difficult. There's videos online and everything, but I wanted to show you these instructions. Just like every instruction booklet I've managed to have, it sucks. Which, go figure. That's kind of right. Taking the bolt out of that, and then pulling this pin out, and kind of taking a rubber mallet and beat your axles inwards. But here's what was confusing me. This picture. And how the heck that goes on. It doesn't show it on the axle. And here are, I'll just call these the C brackets. And these are the other bracket, and then there's two spacers. And I was trying to figure out why there were two spacers to go on these brackets. And I don't know, it's only me. Well, I did paint these black. They were just like silver, the steel. What's crazy is there's a groove cut here, and you can kind of see that this spacer here is the same thickness, which will go there. Then this bracket needs to go on there. So can't put your axles back on yet. You gotta put this together before your axles go in. Some kits don't have this bracket. You can put your axles on, it's kind of open, or just, you know, two bolts, but this one's actually cut out to go on there. That's got to go on there like that. Then this bracket, and I've got to redo it. Hang on one second. All right, back. Had to get the other bracket because it goes the other direction. You will see there's two different width spacers. The larger ones are for calipers, which my calipers, I don't think I'm going to use them, but these thinner ones, you'll see, are the same thickness as the light's a little wonky. That's the same thickness as that mounting arm on your axle. So the thicker one would obviously be too thick. Then this, one hand like most people are. You can give me a camera and a tripod, that would come in handy. Then this goes through here. You can get it lined up. Let's see here. Sorry for the camera angle right now. I'm trying to get this pushed through there. There we go. Just good enough so you guys can see it. And the bolts may go in the other direction. But anyways, that's how that goes. That big hole at the top, there's a big bolt that goes through all three of them. But if I can get to hold on there. And then there's little holes at the bottom that'll line up. And then there's, you know, those smaller ones there. Those two big bolts, that's what goes on the top. And they're snug. I mean, I painted these, but they don't have a heavy coat. You could tell this is a cheap kit. This is like the cheapest kit I could find, because eventually I'll replace the rear end, and this kit will kind of be useless at that point. But that's just gonna slide down. But I wanted to show you guys kind of how this goes together, and it seems to fit, even though it says 88 G body. This is obviously an 89 F body. So there we have it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, feel free to ask any questions. I'll answer them. I'll try to post a video of getting the C-clamps out. Of course, I'll be doing a reverse order. I'll be putting them back in, but yeah, there we go. Thank you. Alright, it's getting late, but I was going to post how to put the axles back in, the C-clips, and then the pin. It's kind of just going to be in a reverse order to take it back out. But these are the rear disc brake conversion kit for, says 88 G body like I said earlier, but this is an 89 F body Camaro, so it fit. The bracket, I don't know if you could tell, my light's kind of it from the side or the back. Kind of showed a little bit of it earlier of how it kind of goes together. I don't know if I can bring my light around here. Oh geez, we're upside down now, but that's kind of how it goes. I did have to drill the bolt holes out a little bit larger in the rotor for them to fit through. Anyways, let's go in. Alright, with one hand it's going to be a little bit difficult, but I'll use a pointer. So if you hammer your axles in, once you get all your stuff out, well, let me repeat ignore that. You got to take the pin out the center first. There's a pin in here that I'll put in here in just a second. If you take it out, then you can beat your axles in. Here's an axle there, and there's an end of the axle right there, and you'll see that little groove right there. That's where the C-clip is. So right now I've got them pushed in far enough. This C-clip, which is right here, will go right in there. I'll push it in, then you'll be able to see it. So there's the clip that's in there now. Then there's one that goes in on that side too, and it's shadows because it got dark out, so now I got all my lights on. So here's the other C-clip, and it just pushes right in there, and that's what, there, it's in there. And then you push your axles back apart. There's a little gap. I'll have to turn this axle, give me a second, or turn the drive shaft. Alright, there's the hole where this little pin goes in. Well, it's not a little pin. 1 second here. Here's the pin, and it's got a little hole there. Let's just see if we can see that a little better. The hole's where your screw goes in. So it's got to go where you see that screw coming out there. So I'm going to hold this here, put it up in there. Of course it's not going to go in like it should, or as easy as you think it would, because nothing's ever easy. Yeah, let me try turning it real quick and get it in there.